Good morning. Good morning. No, those aren't gang signs unless you're in the peace gang. Let's go over to the Alpha Trading Discord. Let's see who's over here. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Where? There we go. We'll share that little chart right there. That's a good looking chart. So, we are live. Good morning.
Good morning, Internet.
Good morning. Let's see here.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. Let's see here. Alpha Trading. Moving right along. Boy, we've been seeing a lot of Matt from Alpha Trading lately. He's super busy, though. We're going to get sick of him soon. He has told me he's going to be in here every second. Soon.
Every second. As soon as he puts the doorknob on.
We just got to put him on.
Right. And doorknob.
We got to put him on backwards.
Oh my gosh.
So we can lock him in. That's right.
We'll never build a house.
We knock out chickens before they hatch.
I'm trying to remember as kids when it was when we got our doorknobs reversed. I'm trying to remember the event that took place where my dad just had enough and he's like, I'm locking you in. You're in prison now. I remember him yelling, why the hell do we get him locked doorknobs anyway? We'd terrorize my mother. And then he'd get home after playing golf. After he'd leave work at like 2, go play golf. And when he'd get home, she would relay to him what we did, and we'd hear him coming. He'd have the paddle ready to beat our ass, so we'd lock the door. Oh boy, that pissed him off. So yeah, one day we came home, and I was like, oh, now we can be locked in. I see. Good stuff. Good stuff. I remember we got put to bed early one time. My dad was like the controller of the milk. I mean, there was just 4 of us, and we would literally almost pound like 2 gallons of milk during dinner. And he would have them on the floor next to his chair. And I remember he wasn't paying attention one time, and we grabbed one, and we were pouring milk, and he got mad. Sent us to our room without dinner. And so we ate a whole thing of the chewable vitamin C's. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
We both got the few stories.
People that tune in for signals don't get signals here. They may give them something else.
Yeah, and they'll hear me talking about getting locked in my bedroom and eating vitamin C tabs, and they'll just be like, we're out of here. Exactly. If you're here looking for signals,
be like, oh, we're
move right along if you're looking for signals. But if you're smart, you'll stick around and read between the lines, and you might get some anyway. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. And what time is it? 9:03.
Hello. This is Chat GPT.
Hello, Chat GPT.
hey, she's sexy.
She is very sexy. See these new Japanese robots? You women are in trouble. You women are in trouble. Oh, good Lord. Hold on. I'm firing up my brokerage account here. That's right. Let's get them 0 DTs. It's going to get interesting. Check out Bitcoin on the 4-hour. Whoop. Hey, don't you dare do that. Pop up settings. We don't. So this was interesting. Right? Little dumperoo we had yesterday. Go up, test the wave trend. Saw that live on stream, right? Dumped immediately from it. I mean, got a wick down. I was checking liquidations. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it only got down to what, 26.8. That's just the start, right? I love how it pulled back up right into the power mean band. Now you're rejecting off the 9 log MA. That is not an exponential. That is not a simple moving average. That is a log return moving average. There's a massive difference. Massive difference. You make your way over to Alpha Trading, get in on these indicators, you'll see what we're talking about. Right? Massive difference. Everything you see is based on the VEPS, volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics. Right. Good stuff indeed. So, am I still on track for this target? Yeah, man, I really am. I think that was just the first, right? Let me get over here on the daily real quick. Where's that Fisher? And then the 99 log MAs down here, a little bit under 26. Here's the chart I'm looking for. There it is. There's that reverse wave trend. But look where this wick went to. Right to the top of the power mean band, right to the 9 log MA, pulled right back up. Do I still believe this reverse wave trend is going to get tested? Yeah. Yep, I do. I do at some point. When we get down here around 25, if you go on the 5-day, get on the 5-day real quick. Yeah, that thing is creeping, right? We got a 5-day close. The thing went up about $300. It was like 24.4 something, if I remember correctly. 24.445. Let's see. Yeah, it was right around there. That's under 25K. We could get a wick down to that 5-day wave trend. Wouldn't shock me at all. The weekly looks a little better, though. Weekly looks a little better. Yeah, 25.5. Would that liquidate some of these longs? The over-leveraged ones? For sure. For sure it would. And you can see on the weekly, right? On the dump, we got outside the power mean band. Doesn't matter if you're on a minute time frame or a weekly time frame on Bitcoin. This is going to happen. Right? You get 2 wicks above, then dump back out to the 9 log MA. Then we pumped up to the top side, outside the power mean band. All right, we are. I want to add this, and I talked about it yesterday. Now, when I say I like this wave trend to get tested, guys, this thing can ride the power mean band up. But at some point, this is going to get tested. That's why you use a workflow. When is it going to happen? It's a weekly time frame. Kind of tough, right? Kind of tough. That's why we don't trade these time frames. You know, you can knock yourself out if you want to. Knock yourself out. But where's all the real action at? We're the high frequency trading firm. Algorithms are low time frame volatility trading. That's where the juice is at, man. That's what we teach here. But yeah, when we get a new week, and then these are always, these are always for targets. And when I see all this bear div between price action and returns on the weekly, kind of opens my eyes a little bit. The divergence is on the DLP. It's on the Z-score. Guys, be prepared. Be prepared. This will play out. Now, here's what I'm talking about. If you bounce off the top side of this power mean, say Bitcoin wants to run up to the reverse Fisher, about 40K. I mean, this returns oscillator, you could blast all that bear div right out of the water. I mean, it's played out. It's played out a couple times, right? Played out a couple times already. These are pullbacks. But when I see the wave trend still hasn't been tested and we've got all this bear div, I'm looking. I'm looking for the test, man. I really am. What's the volatility doing? Yeah, the 2400's expanding, negatively correlated, right? We know it's the big dog. It is the big dog. Heading into a random walk to predict a flipped a few weeks ago. We're seeing the pullback. And the returns oscillators below the zero mean. Something to be said about that, right? That's right. For sure. Okay. Let me see. All the Fishers are down. All right. 3 of the Fishers were outside the 3rd standard deviation band. Look how tight the bands are. Got a move coming. Got a move coming. Where's a reverse wave trend? 25K. What is it at? Wait a minute. Blow this up. 25,111. Great number. Great number. What's on the 3-day? Right about 25K. About $100 over. What about the 2-day? Where's this sucker at? And the volatility. Volatility's low on the 2-day. Whoop, didn't check on the 3-day. Let's see here. Oh, crashed. Hello. Falling off a cliff from a where. You know what? Not as bad. It was under a 40. That's okay. That's okay. I'm looking for like 50-point moves. That's what I'm looking for. That's right. So, contracting. All lengths of volatility are contracting. The 525 and 981 are positively correlated. Walk it down. The 2400, on the other hand, and it's dropping fast. It's negatively correlated. What kind of candle? We used to talk about this all the time. I can look at these volatility reads and in with a high probability tell you what this candle is going to look like. All right, and this is exactly what you're going to see. Doji, a big fat little chubby doji. Right, you got the two lower lengths saying walk up. You've got the big dog, the 2400, saying walk down. That's about a wash, and this is exactly what you're getting. Tried to move to the top side. That 2400 brought it right back down. Let's see here. 33 power mean crossed up the reverse wave trend. You're getting ready to get across here. This is the 99 log MA. 99 log MA. The 33 is getting ready to cross it up. 9's still up here. Previous 3-day candle from this one, rejected off of it. Wow, could be getting a 25. I'm telling you, 25.5, 25.5, 25. Wick right in that area. That would do me really nice. Really nice. And we'll get some liquidations. Here, the wave trend's at the bottom of the power mean band. It's at 26.3. Where's that 99 at? 24.3. Interesting. Let me see here on the daily. Oh no. Oh no. All the pattern traders. All the pattern traders. What are you doing out there? Why are you drawing on your charts? Reverse Fisher 25.8 on the daily. Oh boy. It's coming. I mean, this power mean band's really looking like it's trying to flip bearish. There is something to say about that as well. Pull back. Let's see here. 4 hour. 4 hour volatility, definitely. I mean, God, what is that? 20? Where we got a bit? Yeah. Volatility on this low length has fallen off a cliff, positively correlated. That's why you're seeing this walk down on the 4 hour. I would imagine here. Let's get on the VR.
Intersect on the 4 hour right now.
Oh yeah, let me go to it here in a sec. Let me put this. Actually, we don't need to. What's down here? Let's see. 26. Where's the bottom? Where are you? Where? There's the bottom of the daily. Right there. 24.5. You got the third support level and the 99.7 Laplace 25. Tell you what, you got a monthly support level, just $20 above 25K level. You see something? Where's the bottom of the monthly? There it is. Yeah, before this month's up. I mean, yeah, you like that signal? All you signal hunters? That's why we don't trade these high time frames. I'm just getting targets. I'm looking for confluence between these monthly volatility levels and where these reverse wave trends are at. 25K. Interesting. I like it. I do like it. Going to get some liquidations too. Tight daily range on Bitcoin. This thing's going to move around today. This thing is definitely going to move around. Especially after this little, right before the close yesterday. I mean, right before the last 4 hour candle. Yeah, shots across about two days in a row. Tight daily volatility ranges. 95 for Laplace today, possibly. 26.5? Could be. 26.5. Which one of those was at 26.5? Was that the 2-day? Yeah, well, close enough. What is it? 26.3? And that's right at the bottom of the power mean band. This is all that when you see these data sets coming back into the power mean band, no matter if it's coming from the top side or the bottom side, returns are mean reverting. I don't want people to get confused and think these are moving averages, right? And even if they were, they'd be log return moving averages. Okay, not simple, not exponential. We dabble a little bit in ALMA, but what is ALMA? What is the ALMA moving average? What does it do? Finishes out data sets in a normal distribution, just like Fisher. There's a few things that we've brought over with us, some traditional TA, but if we did, it was because it had something to do with normal distribution. Finishing out. Yep, good stuff. Okay. Who done? I forgot. Let's go over here.
It's a 3012 RMOR with 30
And let me see here. The 3012 is the one intersecting.
I'm looking at index. Yeah, I'm looking at index.
Oh yeah, I'm on Coinbase. Geez. Index incoming. How's that? Let me see something real quick. What did I just see? Okay. I was just making sure. Thought I got a weird little read there where Coinbase didn't have that wick. Where Coinbase didn't have that wick. Let me about to get this power meme pop. Uh-oh. And the point that it dumped before the intersection. Boy, this is a steep move too. Let me see. We got the 26, huh? Okay. What is, let me pull this down a little bit more. There we go. What's this 2 SD band on the 4 hour? 26. What's the 3 SD band? There we go. 25. This is actually set up pretty good. You got the 2 SD at 26, pretty much the 3 SD around 25. A couple different levels here. If this thing does spill out, which, but hey, this is why we trade low time frame volatility, because the volatility is exactly that. It's very volatile. And we know volatility expands and contracts. That's all it does. It's very simple to read. It's the breaks in correlation. It's
almost as if it's in the name.
Hey, right? Exactly. Exactly. Where was that? Where was the 11 length? Let me turn off the 30 real quick. Yeah, opened up this new 4 hour candle below. Look at that. Tried to get a wick above. Got through the first standard deviation on that 4 hour candle, which is right there. You see the blue line? It was right at the daily range. Just hanging on. Look, dollar's getting a little strength going. 95 for Laplace on 26 4. Time is at 9:17. I want to get on SPY about 5 till market open. If I'm not, somebody yell at me. Go back over here. Yeah, this 4 hour candle opened up below the 11 length RMLR. What's a third down here? 26.5. Yeah, 26.5, huh? And then what we got here on the 2 SD band? All right. 26.8. Well, there you go. 95 for Laplace. 26.5. Second standard deviation. About 20. Well, 3 SD on this 4 hour. Yeah, enter it. Man, this is. They're going to slow play this and then just dump it out. Wouldn't shock me at all. What are we doing here on the daily? You see where this power means at? Perfect little test down. I mean, we've been testing this 2 SD band on the daily. It's tricky too when you got mean reversion right here. After testing a 2 SD band to the downside, boy, they're going to run this thing up to 28 and then dump it out again. Could. Really could. Look what's getting ready to happen on the daily. All right. Getting ready to have an intersection there too. But that's on the lower length. Where's the 30? Yeah, it's fine. I like this though. Boy, I tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they ran this thing up first. Or dump it out today to that number, then tomorrow rip it up. This is going to be interesting. Now, right? I'm thinking out loud. This is all part of a workflow to trade down here. Right? This is why I think we're getting some eyes, right, on TradingView. Who doesn't want to trade down here? But if you don't have the correct tools, you're not going to get there. It's like showing up on the job site, right? Say you're a masonry worker. You're showing up on the job site. You got your little pail and shovel you take to the beach and dick around in the sand with. Good luck, right? You need tools, man. You need the correct tools to do the job. So this allows you to get down here with the algorithms. We talk about this all the time. And all this is part of a workflow, right? To get a bias. of what you're trading intraday. And this, every asset's going to be different, right? Especially in traditional markets. When it comes to crypto, I focus a lot on Bitcoin. I don't focus a lot on all the other ones. Guys, everything's correlated. You know, sometimes you're going to get BTC pumps. People pull profits, slam them into alts. Alts will pump a little bit, right? That's how this thing works. But overall, I'm telling you, if BTC has a big dump, crypto market's going to follow it. If it has a big pump, crypto market's going to follow it. Not like that in traditional. Not like that in traditional. But the dollar, got to keep an eye on it. It let's see, what time did that happen? Yeah, in the middle of the night, actually. Middle of the night in the US. Dollar bounces off where? Bottom side of the monthly range, and just rocket ships up to where? Top side of the monthly range. Or hold on here. It bounces off the bottom of the weekly. My bad. My eyes, man. My eyes. That's why. Let me blow this up real quick. Jesus. I am not wearing glasses during live streams. I am not wearing glasses. That's my mantra. Let me move this up. Oh yeah, this thing's starting to cook, man. So there's where the original. Look at these bears run this thing down. So the data set opens up below the new daily range. Get a wick right to the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. So downside, algos kicked in, ran it right to the center of the daily, pulled back, didn't close a candle below the bottom side, pumped up to the top side of the daily, didn't close a candle above there. Are you seeing here? This is why we use this information, because the algos are using it. The algos are the ones moving this market. Then it bounces off the bottom, whoop, right to the center of the monthly range. You have not closed the candle above the top side. It's trying right now. Trying right now. Go dollar. I want this pullback on Bitcoin as soon as possible. I mean, if the dollar rips up here, 2SD, 95.4 Laplace, we could get a dump out on gold and Bitcoin, right? We could get some of that, start getting some of those numbers under 2K for gold. Had a rip back earlier. If you didn't notice, let me see here. Let's throw this on gold. That's right, man. Slowly transitioning over to traditional. The futures, no, we'll go just spot. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to go to 4 hour. Wow, look at this. Look at this 4 hour candle on gold pulling back, man. Ooh, ugly. Hippopotamuses. Man, that sounds like our warlord. Hippopotamus. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, look at this little pumpy dumpy on gold. That was when so gold runs up, dumps when the dollar ripped. Kind of bounced off the bottom of the weekly. But yeah, this is not looking good. This is not looking good. Gold if gold gets back down, it's been holding this weekly range, right? It's been holding this weekly range. Let's go back over here. There was the opening of the weekly. Got up in it. Been definitely staying above it. Right? Even had that nice pump. I'm telling you, man, this dollar is going to slam this thing down if that dollar pumps. Where's a 95.4 on? Oh, and here's that tight monthly. Magnet for gold under 2K. Could probably revisit that. 95.4 Laplace down here about a little bit over. Right now, yeah, man. If the dollar pumps, here's a great target down here for gold. Here's a great target for gold. If you're scalping this sucker. If you're scalping this thing on low time frames, yeah, a lot of good trades. A lot of good trades. Last day. For sure. You drop this down on a 3 minute or 6 minute, it is party time. Why are you kicking me out of my app? What are you doing over here? Hold on. Woo-hoo! All right, set up. Now, let me pop this, baby. Where'd SPY close yesterday? Okay, pre-market. This thing's back down below the center of the monthly. No brainer. Back inside the weekly. Here's the center of the weekly. Was that 411.88? No, 411.33. Ooh, right there. 411.33. Oh, it's a good number. All right, it's a good number. Breaks down to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 and 1 is 3. That's the way my brain works. It's a fucking curse and a blessing, I'm telling you. I do it with everything. People hate driving with me. They're like, what the hell are you doing? They just see me looking at fucking all the cars, all the license plates. I'm like counting numbers and shit. Once math gets a hold of you, you're done. You're done. Let's see here. Kevin's an obsession. An obsession. Yeah, SPY. Let me flip SPY onto regular charts there. Let's see how this thing closed. Any divs. Clean chart on the 4 hour. Clean, 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 clean. On everything. What's volatility doing? Yeah, so why did we get this candle? Right? Why did we get the candle? Well, you literally, you've got the low length and the 981 both expanding, negatively correlated. Right? You've got the 2400 expanding, negatively correlated. So shot this up. No wonder this is down pre-market. I'm surprised this thing hasn't totally backfilled down to like 408 pre-market. Where's that at? It's tough though. It's tough, right? Just like it's tough to get. This is where it's all. That's why you're seeing this volatility right here. Right? This is where all the action is, man. This is where all the action is. We get back down in here, you're going to see a volatile move here, probably, especially if the dollar gets moving. What's it at? 0.5%. Let me flip back over on that real quick. Yeah, this thing's starting to move. Can it close a 15-minute candle though, above the top of this monthly, and even going farther? Can it close this 4-hour candle above it? That's what you really be looking for, right? That's a little more powerful. 15-minute, although they work good, right? The algos love it. You can see how all this works, man. All these levels get hit. I mean, look at the rejection yesterday off the top side of the 68.3. You get a wick to that 4-hour top side of the 68.3, right? Pulls back, closes inside the daily 68.3, and immediately just dumps. Where to? First standard deviation to the downside. Did it close candle below it? No. Did it get 2 wicks right into it? Yes. Where did it pump back up to? It ended up back up at the center of the weekly. Back down, new day, bottom side 68.3. We just went through all this. Powerful indicator, man. Powerful indicator. You come in, get the free trial, you like what you see, you get hooked up with the indies full time. We'll show you how to set all this up. All right. Education's free. We don't charge for any of that. We don't charge you to come in the Discord. We definitely don't charge for you to ask questions. We encourage it. We love talking about this, and guarantee if you ask a question, somebody out there listening is wanting to know the answer to it. So please ask questions, because I know there's a lot of Discords out there, just period, when it comes to trading, where people come in, they're new, they start asking questions, they get berated, makes zero sense. Makes zero sense. You know, when what we're trying to do, we're trying to strengthen this group of traders, right? Not belittle them. It never made sense to me. That other camp blew it. They had something really good going. Even with the captain. I'm trying to use let's just call him very interesting individual at the top. Very mean guy. Even with that, they had something good going, because we were keeping him in the background, right? We were doing this for them. And we had what? How many people were in that server? Couple hundred, like interacting and getting interested and stuff. And then he just blew it all apart. I hope some of you guys are listening, because that was a shame. So look, we left. We're going to carry this torch into the future and help traders. That's what we're here doing. We're never going to stop either. Never going to stop. Let's see. What time is it? Oh, got a minute. Getting ready. Let me flip this back on SPY. So the dollar right now, the 15-minute candle's above. They push this down just a little bit more. Boy, it's close. Where's the new daily going to be? See, this is a tough one. We're right at it. Watch this open up. Watch this open up. I mean, this is a wash on volatility to the top and the bottom. You can see it in the data set, right? Equal parts, in my opinion. It's hanging right at the top of the weekly, center of the monthly. Open up. Come on, baby. Come on. There we go. What'd I tell you? Right at the center of the daily. Right at it. And so, you think the bulls are camped right here? Right now. They are trying to hold this line. Guarantee it. These algos know. Right? These algos know where these areas are at. I mean, we talk about it so much because new people are coming in all the time. We need people to realize what we're dealing with here. If you knew what you were up against and you were using traditional TA, you would this is why people get pushed to swing trade, which is wrong as well. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place when you're using traditional technical analysis, right? It's like that meme where it's got a guy and he's just walking into a brick wall. You're not getting anywhere at all. You can't swing trade volatility. You damn sure can't go into these low time frames and trade with the algos. And why can't you trade the like 4 hour swing? Why can't you swing trade the 4 hour or the daily? Exactly because the algos are creating the volatility in these markets, and they will wreck you. And then it doesn't help that a lot of retail traders, right, put stop losses in the system. Don't think this is the thing. Everybody thinks it's just crypto, and a lot of people are in denial about that these exchanges are trading against people on their platform. Guys, don't think it's not happening traditional too. Don't think there's not somebody on TD Ameritrade, on Tastyworks, all these places looking, right? Guarantee you, man. Guarantee you they got people looking to where all these traders are putting stop losses, take profits, all this. Got to be careful, man. That's why it's the best thing. Learn the VEPS, trade the low time frames. They can't mess with you anymore. They cannot mess with you anymore. What's the dollar doing? Just sitting 0.5. Yeah, and like that being said, this was tough. Look where you're at right now. This thing's about to get nutso. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. You're going to have some volatility right here. What's going to happen when it gets to the bottom of the weekly here? All right. So this is one of the early mornings where this thing opened up dead in the center of the daily. What do, man? You sit on your hands. You sit on your hands, or you just throw a dart at the dartboard, right? Take a position. Limit your loss if you're wrong. Now, this is some total Degenz shit if you just have to be in a trade, okay? Me, I'm not going to get in a trade, period. When it's in here, what were you going to do? I mean, right before it opened, I was like, where's the new daily? And I was like, oh, it's dead on the center right now. Now, how did I know that? Because I've been staring at these data sets for years now using this indicator. You get really good at locating where the new ranges are going to be. I don't care if it's daily, weekly, monthly. I'm usually very close. And other people are too. It just takes chart time. We talk about that. If you want to learn this, trust me, it's going to take chart time. Any downtime you have. And I understand life's hectic. But this is like where people tell me, oh, they don't have time to like make a fresh juice for themselves. Really? Why? Why? I mean, we need to take care of ourselves. And when it comes to trading, you need chart time. Well, I don't have time. Sure you do. Sure you do. What other useless shit are you doing throughout the day that you could be like, you know what? I want to focus on this. I'm going to stop doing that for a while. Hi, little girl. You're so cute. Do you see me getting all animated? She's like, why is his voice racing? She's so cute. My baby girl. So yeah, just early morning rants, right? Early morning ranting for all you traders out there. And it's not like we think we're on some high horse either. That's why we're very humble here, right? We will help you. We'll give you the shirt off our back to help you learn how to trade the VEPS, right? But you got to realize what you're dealing with. And most retail traders, if they understood what they were up against, they would know when I said you're trading in between a rock and a hard place. You're going to drop everything. You're going to be like, look, I need to redo this. I need to relearn what I've been taught. And that is the problem. You've got some of the same people out there. They're all mimicking each other. They're all setting up trading courses with traditional TA. Oh, this is how you draw patterns. Really? I learned how to color when I was in kindergarten. Give me a break, man. It's ridiculous. Why are you taking this type of information and drawing on it? You should have indicators that are populating information that is useful. If you think about that. So everybody's going to interpret this shit differently. And I've seen people draw patterns where their trend lines are on wicks and bodies. Look, if you're going to use traditional TA, at least use it correctly. That's one of the biggest problems too. So, and you've got all these YouTube jimmies teaching the same risk management strategies. These exchanges and these algos, these people running these high frequency trading firms love it. In my opinion, are behind it all. Somebody's got to be behind it. It's not just like you've got a million people just going, yeah, let's trick off. No, man, this is coming from way up. Look, we need to make sure a lot of these traders are using traditional technical analysis, because if they knew what we used and they knew where we traded, the gig's up. The gig's up. There's not going to be any liquidity on the other side anymore, because they're going to be running with us, jumping on our coattails. That's what happens. What's this? Hilarious. So yeah, look, we get a wick right to the bottom of the weekly. All right, what's this thing going to do? Interesting. Let's see how this 4-hour opened. Where's this Fisher down here? 407. Oh, hello. 407. 23 cents right now. 407. Where's 407 on the VRE? Well, look there. Monthly support level. First monthly support level. Right? Gap down through it the other day. Gap down through it last week, Thursday. Gap down through it. Right then, next day, gapped right back up, right to the top side, and literally ran it up on top of the monthly. This is going to get wild here. I'm telling you, very volatile swings. That being said, there's going to be some good trades. This opening trade, though, man, that could have went either way. That could have shot up to the top of the monthly or shot to the bottom of the weekly. If you were right, hopefully you took your profit. Hopefully you took your profit on that early, just quick little scalp. But I'm waiting. I want to see what this thing does. Whether it pumps or dumps today. I'm looking at these areas, right? Monthly support levels. 95.4 Laplace distribution to the downside. You got down here. Where's the bottom of the daily? Wow, pretty far today. This thing's way down. But you got all these different. There's the bottom. Right down by the 4th standard deviation normal distribution, 99.7 Laplace. That's the bottom of the daily range, right about 400. Top side. Here it is. Right up. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Third? Yeah, man. 3rd standard deviation. Top side. Okay. So it's the 4th to the downside, 3rd to the top side. And we got fun. That's a lot of room to move. I'm not saying it's going to do it, but once this breaks out of this highly volatile range right here, this thing could do anything. It could flush out. It could pump. I guarantee that's what these algos, there's a battle going on right now. If you could see this order flow, you'd be like, oh, shit. Trench warfare, baby. That's all this market. That's all these markets are about: buying and selling. Period. That's why you don't see us like looking at Twitter posts. Oh, this guy's doing that. We don't care, man. None of that matters. It's all manipulation to get people into bad positions. When you know the VEPS, your head's up, right? You got a leg up on them, and you got a leg up on 99.99999% of retail traders for sure. You're running with the algos. It's beautiful. I mean, I hear people talk about it all the time. Man, if I could just trade like the algos. But meanwhile, you're swing trading volatility. Yay. This is tough love, too. We care about you guys. Believe it. Not making fun of you. Not discrediting you. It's tough love. There's a better way to trade. Trust me, we're traders here. If there was a better way than this, we'd be doing it. And this is what we do. We are constantly looking for angles. the VEPS is the angle. The VEPS is the angle. 407. This thing's went down a little bit. Yeah, see, and the brain is trying to get myself into position. My gut is saying don't do it. What am I going to listen to? I'm going to listen to my gut every time. I'm going to listen to my gut. So yeah, this thing's just in. This is in no-go zone right now. It's $1. Oh yeah, there's Dixie now up almost 0.6. Flip this back over real quick. Yeah, there you go, man. Close that 15-minute candle above the monthly range. Let me see now. Where's the first resistance on the weekly? Right there. 102. 102. I mean, this thing can make a, we already hit first standard deviation. Here's the second. And this is what I'm doing. I'm looking for probabilities when the data set gets towards these areas. Because if the dollar index gets up here, 102.2 area, 2SD, there's a 95.4% chance by this daily close, it's going to close beneath there. And here's the 95 for Laplace. Two different distributions. All right. One has standard deviations, one doesn't. They both have probability levels. They're both 95.4. This is all confusing if you're first listening. Guys, start studying it. That's all you got to do. Start Googling. You're not going to find people teaching this. Good luck. If you do, tell us. We would love to, come together. The more the merrier. It's not like we're trying to have a monopoly on volatility trading. Options traders have been doing it forever. Unfortunately, they've been using just implied volatility. And some of the old timers, like at Tasty Trade, I love those guys to death, but they are stuck in their ways. I've sent them so many. I've sent them emails. I know probably Yasha has. A lot of people have sent these guys emails. I know the previous camp just used to badger the shit out of those guys at Tasty Trade. No wonder they probably have a distaste. But try to tell them, look, yeah, implied volatility is good. You know what makes it great? When you combine it with historical volatility, and then you throw that on top of percentile. 3 different metrics of volatility. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. And that's what we use. These guys, if they would just open up a little bit and just listen, but most of them won't. Most of them won't, even when they're losing. And they had record losses a couple of years ago. They're doing all right, though. They're doing all right. They're doing just fine. Them boys trade for fun, if you haven't noticed. They're all pretty wealthy. They definitely trade for fun. Let's see. Yeah, you'll see. I think even time. A couple of them only trade with a 25K account, so they can do zero DT options. Okay. Yeah, look at the dollar. What was that? On that 4-hour candle? Yeah. Dumped down to the second standard deviation, 95.4%, right? Level. Whoop! Now you're above the 68.3. See, it opens up right here. There was this 4-hour candle, 68.3 Laplace. First standard deviation top side, first to the downside. 95.4 Laplace to the downside, 95.4 Laplace to the top side. Ooh, top side? Interesting. Got the 2SD inside the Laplace. On the top, look, you got Laplace inside this 2SD to the bottom. Enough said. If you know what I'm talking about. There's some things I keep close to the chest. I'm telling you. And it has a lot to do with the way things set up. Probably I'll never. Guys, no trader is going to give away every secret they have, right? That's just, sorry. Not going to do it. And you've heard me talk about before, right? Especially volatility ranges around the daily. Where are they within distribution levels? I'm telling you, you start studying this. How, Bilbo? Go back through time. You're not back testing shit. You're seeing how data sets react to things I'm talking about. And it'll start to paint a picture. I've almost rotted my brain doing this. If you have downtime and you want to learn to trade the VEPS, dive in the charts. Use the replay function. It's not hard. Use the replay function on any of these charts. If you don't know how to use the replay, go into Discord. We'll show you. It's simple. It's really simple. But yeah, to see. Go down on the 1 minute. If you have a premium account, go to the 30-second where the algos are grinding hardcore. Go back a couple hours and replay everything. It'll blow your mind when you see, especially the volatility, right? The volatility and the entropy. There's a reason why I have these charts set up the way I do, right? This all jives. Divergence, variance. Here we got volatility, entropy. You'll start to see what I'm talking about. Others are that have been here for a while. You start to figure it out, man. Start to figure it out. So on the 4 hour, on the little SPY, what is that wave trend at? 409. Get on the daily here. Variance is pretty much almost contracted all the way back. All right. Now, when variance gets back to the mean, what happens? It's volatility, man. It's volatility. The data set, right? The data will spread from the mean again. Is it going to be positively or negatively correlated? There's the last outlier to the downside. Boop, 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 boop. That was a retest of the wave trend. Bounce back outside, right? Retest of the wave trend. Didn't get outside this time. That's why this is 406. For a YOLO? YOLO! Swiss Miss, motherfucker. Interesting. Let me see something real quick. Look at this PA. We're 401. 401. Can we see another test top side of the power mean band? 404 to 401. That's with the wave trend, 401.89. We could, but hey, I'm telling you right now, man, this is actually kind of a bullish setup, man. Really is. Volatility's kind of low too. Everything's making its way down. Is what you want to see. You get up here on a 5-day and you get an outlier where all the volatility reads are low, you have a massive move coming. We're not seeing that yet, right? Volatility's low. 981's at a 2.47. 525's at a 24. 2400's at about pretty much a 29. Or no, sorry. That's grade. Grade's at a 29. You got the 2400 at a 40. Beautiful. Starting to contract. Let me go down through here. Okay, 3-day. No. 3-day. I mean, 981's down there. 981 is down there. 2400 and 525 are right on top of each other. Ooh, wait. Whoa. Okay, we're getting squeezed here. This is it. Yeah, it's not time. This is going to be a cap. This is going to definitely be a cap. For it not to be, you got to get this power mean band up above the Fisher. If not, what's the bottom of this at? Wave trend though, 402, huh? 402. I'm not gonna lie, man. Let me see something real quick. Let's get rid of the 0 DTEs and let's go to tomorrow's expiration. What did I say that was at? Come on. Yeah, let me blow this up. Get an exact number. 401. Do I think this wave trend is going to get tested? I do. What are the 401s? What's a 403? Let me see something here. Yeah, I like the 403 better. What's a 403 right now tomorrow? 24 cents. Now, am I interested in today right now? No. But am I interested in tomorrow? Yeah, I am. 2, 1, 3. Ding. Okay. To keep a watch on this. Today, I'm not afraid to get right back out of that. All right, let's see. Fun trade, though. Fun trade. Nothing big at all. Risk off. Well, this thing figures out what the hell it wants to do. But I'm telling you, this is a cap. All right. Until I'm seeing a bullish setup, but not yet. Not yet. Especially if Dixie going. But where's Dixie going to go to? It's literally worthless. I mean, you're in my opinion, we'll see how this ages. You're seeing the death of the dollar. We'll see how this plays out. It's just worthless, man. Period. The end. They can gaslight you all they want, and they are. Right? Oh, nothing to see here. Everything's fine. No, everything isn't fine. Especially for just just the average. I'm not even talking about traders. The average person's already struggling out here. Jesus. Could get real bad. See this 2-day. I want to see what this number is here. Where's the wave trend here? Yeah, right about 403. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you see what I'm talking about? Look on the 2-day. This is what you want to see on the 3-day. Right now, on the 3-day, that Fisher is jamming this price action. So this makes more sense here. This is giving me a better number. Yep, 402.3. Close to that 403. I feel more comfortable with that already. It's already up 3 cents. Power trading. Just kidding. Like I said, risk off, fun trade. Just see how that plays out from what I'm seeing here. And guys, I'm just looking at VRE. I'm looking at the power mean band. I'm not even looking at volatility. But yeah, look here. Everything's contracting. Besides the 2400, yeah, is negatively correlated. Other two are positive. We got the bands down here. What's a 2SD band on the daily? 406. What's a 3? There we go. Right at 400. We're about to get a flush here. What's a dollar doing, man? This thing is pumping, man. This thing is pumping, right? I was just looking at this first resistance level on the weekly. You're probably going to see a little stutter here for sure. There's definitely going to be some bear algos waiting right there. You break through here, this thing's going to 2SD, 95 for Laplace. Where? Today, yeah. I'm seeing a lid up here, at least for a close. And I'm talking, this is all probabilities. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm going, hey, there's a 95.4% chance the daily candle doesn't close above here. Am I going to go with 4.6 or 95.4? Could the 4.6 hit and it close above here? Of course it could. But what am I going to do? Go against the probabilities? Trust me, 9 out of 10 times you're going to be right. Even higher than that. 95.4%. Right? Jesus. Good stuff. Oh, who do we all got in here? All the fun people. All the fun people. All the...
Yes, I know. My 900 IQ is quite large.
All them peoples. All them peoples. Yep. So here we go. What support level is that baby going to pop on? Let me see here. I'm talking about that 403 area. Yeah, there it is today, right? 3SD. Yeah, 3SD move today. I mean, keep an eye on this. Man, this thing I'm telling you, right now on the daily, this thing runs down here. I'm going to close out that position. I'm not going to wait till tomorrow. I'll probably double. I'm just looking for scalps. I'm just looking for some scalps. But you've got the bottom of the monthly right here. I mean, this is where these SPY bulls are going to try to hold this thing up above here. And it's the 1 SD to the downside. So there's a 68.3% chance it does close above there. We closed today below there. Yeah. The only way I'll close out that trade that I got into for tomorrow is if we do come down to the 95 for Laplace, because that actually could do more than double. We'll see. We will see. Because I have a feeling it's going to move down there. All depending on what this dollar does. If the dollar rejects up here, the dollar rejects and rejects hard, comes back down in the monthly, we're not going to see it. We're going to see that market turn around probably. Is there anything ripping around here? Oh, silver. Hello, silver. What's up, silver? Huh? Down 4.5%. Interesting. Gold's only down 0.8. Yeah, you know the dollar's finding strength. Oil. Dun, 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 dun. Baba, get out of here. Is that Google? Google up for, of course. The Pelosi's bought how many? 200 calls? 200 Google calls or something back when? Of course it's going to pump. At some point. They're actually pretty good on that trade. Yeah, there's no insider trading going on there. These politicians aren't totally corrupt. Lost the narrative here. Why do you think they have everybody separated? Because they're all criminals. And they know if we come together, they're screwed. It's insane, man. They're doing their job. People are letting all this happen. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, we'll give away our freedoms just to be safe. Oh, yeah. Let's see how safe you are when the government's got their boot on your neck. People that have come to this country, you know, that have fled here because of whatever, right? Whatever the reason why they fled. Financial reasons, communism, whatever. They come here and they see what's going on. They're disgusted. They're like, how can these people, what do these people want? What I just left? It's insanity, man. Sidebar rant. Okay, continue on. Let's see. SoFi, yeah, bank, shitter. When are you all gonna die? Down with the banks. Down with the banks. Up with decentralized exchanges for cryptocurrency. That's what we want. DEXs. MJ, virtual private network. Not financial advice. I hear P-Funk typing. He's got a distinct.
Oh, dude, sorry.
No, you're fine. That's hilarious. I can tell who's typing. You've got a distinct. You're quick.
Man. Like you were saying, you're good with 4 symbols. You should see how good I am with 4 symbols. That's all I did for 20 years.
Right.
Dude, I just posted this chart of Beyond Me. Take a look at this thing, BYN.
Oh,
it's down another 13% today. It's actually just incredible. Fake me.
Oh, dude. That shit is awful too. There's so much poison in that crap. It's unbelievable. There's stuff in that fake meat. Your body can't even digest it or anything. It's just total trash. It deserves to be down. Yeah, short that thing to the dirt. If you're gonna eat meat, you crazy asses. Jesus.
209 points from the top in a year. I don't even know what percentage that is. 95%.
Wow. Okay, now I'm gonna have to go on here. Yeah, I know Beyond. It used to be on my watch list. Let's see. Yeah, BYND, right? Beyond Meat is right. It's fucking poison. Yeah, this thing is just Wreckville. Jesus. Below the Fisher, this thing's about that. Let me go to the 5-day. Goodness gracious. There's not a lot of history. That's one problem. That's a problem. Wow, man. Let me turn off this UV.
That's cool. I'm surprised it's not
Jesus. This looks like a crypto shitcoin pump and dump, man.
I was about to say, it's actually doing worse.
Holy, yeah, it's way worse, right? This makes crypto look good. Holy crap. From the top. What is that? Oh, wow. Hold on here. Let me move this over a little bit. Down 95%. Wow, man. That's crazy. Did you take your profit? Did you take your profit beyond meat, people? Whatever the hell. Because they're shorting this thing to the dirt where it should be. Fake meat. Get out of here. Get out of here. God, that is ugly. Wowzer, man. Let's see. Let's see.
Vegan capitalism at its finest.
Woof. Boy, that's just boo-boo. Boo-bitty-boo-boo-boo. Dog back at it. He shut up for about 5 minutes. Now he's barking in the jungle again. Canopy is so thick you can't even see now. It's good. Let Bigfoot run back there. See if anything in crypto is getting really wrecked. Ban. Nothing always pumping, dumping. Whatever the hell it does. There we go. Bonk, of course, bonk. You meme coin, shit coin. Let's see. Aptos continuing to drop. Yeah, let's look at Aptos. Our little buddy in here. Where you at? Where you at, Django Spooks? Still one of the best freaking Discord names ever. Django Spooks. Let me see. Goodness. Well, no wonder. Go to the 4 hour. Oh, yeah, man. Sting. This little run up was just setting up bear div. Whole time. But at the same time, setting up hidden bull. I have a feeling though it's about to blow that out of the water. Everybody's like, oh man, the tech. I'm in it for the tech. It's great. This thing's fantastic. It's just great. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty great. Looks like a founder pump and dump to me. That's what it looks like. In crypto, never. That shit never happens in crypto. Let's get here. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, hidden bear right now, man. Hidden bear div. And you're just barely sitting. You're just hovering above the zero mean. Volatility on the low length contracting, positively correlated. Yeah. Yes. Indeed. You know what? Do we have just volatility grade by itself? If you're listening, Jeff, I don't think we do. I'm wondering. I'd like to I would like to see volatility grade by itself with correlation. I want to try something. I'm sure that's not hard to do. Just so we could beta test it or something. Just pull it out of the code. Boom, boom. Get that going, man. Get that going. All right. So it's a daily. Yeah, that thing is getting wrecked. Let's pop back over on traditional. I want to see what Dixie's doing. Still rising. Rising. Let me see. See this 4 hour real quick. Having that big variance outlier. A little wick, clear out some positions. Let's see. Yeah. 981. Let's see. The 525 is contracting, negatively correlated. 981 is kind of flat negative, but you got 2400 coming out of the seller here, positively correlated, significantly positively correlated. It's just starting to trend too. Entropy indicator literally saying trend. All the fishers are up. No bear div, no hidden, no regular anywhere in sight, at least locally. Z-score's high though. Remember though, these indicators are built on returns. This is how we use divergence, right? We don't use lagging indicators like RSI or Stoke, MACD. Make 0 sense. What are you looking divergence for? What, between price and price? It's ridiculous. Price action follows returns. right? So we have z-score log returns. We have our returns oscillator. We've got our Fisher indicator. That's the type of divergence you want to see. Indeed, sir. So did the hidden bull play out? Sure did. Sure did. When did the move start? When did the move really take off? This is what, right when you cross the zero mean. Look at the positive correlation between the returns oscillator and price action. This is what you're seeing. Go over on the VRE on Dixie, breaking up above that weekly resistance level, right? And for anybody new, doesn't understand what we're doing, doesn't understand this chart, this is the VRE with distribution levels overlaid, 4-hour and daily, Laplace and normal distribution. Do these levels get hit all the time? Right? Volatility ranges, distribution levels, daily volatility ranges. I mean, there's a reason why we use this. If there was a better way to trade, trust me, alpha trading would be using it. Instead, we were like, we're done with all this. We're going to create our own system built on the VEPS. There we go. I literally, at the open, I was saying, look, if Dixie closes above the top of this monthly range, this thing's going to shoot right to the first resistance level on the weekly. Did it? Yes. Do I have a crystal ball? No. Do I have the VEPS? Yes. These charts do not lag. They will tell you what is going on with the data set in real time. Still having this outlier in the 4-hour. Easiest indicator. This is the simplest and most powerful indicator we have. It's simple variance. Variance is a spread of data around the mean, right? The spread of data from the mean of the returns. When you're having an outlier, what is an outlier? It's a fat tail event within the distribution. It's a second standard deviation move or 95.4% probability move or greater is in effect. You throw a projection boss on here. Let's see where this baby's at.
It's a scam.
It's a scam. Let me put this on daily. Now, where's this at? Hold on here. Turn this back on. Let me move this forward. Let's move the cone forward. Where are you, drag and drop? There you are, you little sucker. Bring it all the way. Let's put this on the 4-hour now. There we go. Man, this thing's making a run to the 99.7, it looks like. Let me see where the outlier started. Yep, perfect. So you get the outlier started on this bullish doji right here, right? This is what you're seeing. So when it's saying you're having an outlier, it immediately, that's an outlier. 95.4% Laplace distribution range. Now, if you're used to bell curve and normal distribution, think of this as the second standard deviation. It's a 95.4% probability level as well. Laplace distribution doesn't have standard deviations. Laplace distribution, normal distribution has standard deviation levels. Laplace doesn't. Is this going to fat tail its butt all the way to the 99.7 on this 4-hour candle? If it does, oh man, are people going to get wrecked? 102.6, huh? Definitely could. Definitely could. It's looking it's starting to trend too. Starting to trend. All right. But that's what we're talking about when you're having an outlier. And we have the tools to explain all this to you. So say you're having an outlier. Well, show me what you mean. There you go. I just did. Now, know this projection, during this projection, there's a 95.4% chance right now, this 4-hour candle pulls back inside this level. If this 4-hour candle closes above this level, look for the 99.7 on the projection. All right, look for it. You're probably going to get it. Even with the Z-score this high. Doesn't matter. That's the returns. And the returns are hanging high. That's a good thing. Price action's charging towards it. Price action follows the returns. And like I said, on the 4-hour, there's no bear div, no hidden, no nothing. This thing is busting out right now. But at the same time, US dollar index, you are weak. You are weak. And the world knows it. Now let's go back. Let's go down through here. Wow, this variance on the 90-minute didn't even come back down, but you can see why the walk up. Look, here's where the outlier started on the 90. Started to get the pump. Right at the top, it went negative, so kind of flatline. As soon as it started coming down, negatively correlated. You know, that's interesting. Look, it did find support on that 95.4. Then the variance turned back up, positively correlated. There you go. Boom. That variance didn't even contract all the way. No, it did not. And yeah, there's the man, it turned back down though. Definitely hidden bull from a couple spots though, right? Back here, below the zero mean. So the returns have already turned down. They're below the zero mean. So that being said too, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to pull back inside this weekly. I'm telling you, man, if the dollar data set stays up here, good luck. Good luck. We're going to see this move on SPY sooner than later. Is it going to break to the bottom side? Here's the one SD on SPY, right? And the bottom of the monthly range. I just talked about this. You close a 15-minute candle below here, look for a 95.4 Laplace move. I could even see it going through this monthly support level. And then you close down here. If you just close SPY around, but below the monthly, down around the 95.4 Laplace, we're going to get that move tomorrow that I was talking about, 403 area. And what was I talking about? Let's flip back over on SPY. I'll show you. Let me turn off the projection, boss. Come here, baby. Turn you off. Turn on the UPM. Was that the 2-day? I think it was a 2-day. Reverse wave trend. 402.45, 402.38 to be exact. So what did I do immediately when I saw that? And this thing looks bearish. Dollar's finding a little strength. I bought a 403. Bought a 403 put. Tomorrow expiration. Just makes sense. Just makes sense. But if this thing moves to the 95.4 Laplace today, I'm closing that trade out. Intraday, man. Ding! So why did I buy it for tomorrow? It was a lot cheaper, man. Let me see. Yeah, it's right. It's pretty much right where I entered, which is good. You see this thing flush out to the 95.4. That thing's going to double real fast. Good times. That was the reason for that, though, right? That was the reason for that. But then again, like I said, I mean, these charts look bullish, man. This dollar, it can show all the strength it wants. It's weak, very weak. Very, very weak. What are you going to do? Continue to just print more money? Damn it, turn the damn thing off. There's more gender studies that need done in Nairobi or all these random countries where we're sending money to for just the dumbest shit ever, while people in America are starving. Let me see. How about we feed some people? Let me see. But unfortunately, this administration is jacked to the tits. Jesus. We're in clown world for sure, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, silver, huh? Let's take a peek at silver. Where's this at on the VRE? It's this thing dumping, man. Well, that's what's going to happen. That dollar finds strength. I'm surprised gold's not down 5%, to be honest. Those gold bulls are just hanging on to their shiny rocks. Hey, I see your shiny rocks. You're looking good. Look at silver. Where's silver at? 3SD, man. 99.7% chance that this is a bottom on silver today. Today. These are daily levels. If it wants to drop some more, we're going to move to Laplace distribution. Here's the 99.7 Laplace. That's the 99.7 third standard deviation normal. So you got this little range right here. You know, you close there, so there's a 99.7% chance you're not going to close below 24.1 area. All right. And that's just, I'm not saying it because there's a 0.001% chance it can. Right. But am I going to take that chance? No, I'm going to go with the probabilities. And I'm going to go with the probabilities on normal, to be honest. There's only a 0.03% chance this data set, the daily candle, closes below this area. Look on this 4 hour. It immediately, we open up the 4 hour right here. There's the top side of it. Wait a minute here. There it is. There it is. So here's the 68.3 Laplace. So 4 hour, 1, 2. We're at the 4 hour third standard deviation. We're at the daily third standard deviation. So there's literally during this 4 hour candle, there's a 99.7% chance it closes up above the skinny blue line. That's the 4-hour distribution levels. The white cross line, the blue cross lines, those are daily levels. You can see every 4-hour candle how the skinny ones change. Of course, get a new 4-hour candle. The daily, you're going to buzz all day. With volatility, they move. Look at the normal distribution moving a little bit, right? The standard deviation of returns is volatility. Volatility will move. Will move these distribution areas. Nice. Sing all you want, brother. I love it. I love the name too. Let's see. Yeah, silver. Just wow. Silver getting wrecked. Sorry, shiny rock folks. A store of value in the future is going to be digital, right? Not shiny rocks. Listen to this. Listen to the recent Valuetainment podcast with Michael Saylor. He makes a lot. He always makes good points, right? He always makes a lot of good points. Makes a lot of good points about shiny rocks. It's incredible. People are stuck in that mind, in that thought process where they think into the future that's going to be a store of value. No. I'm not in that camp at all. That's why. What do I think is the best? What is the only sound money left? Bitcoin. Bitcoin is. People, I mean, what are you doing? What kind of gold are you buying? Paper? I mean, good luck. And if you're buying the physical, what are you doing with it, man? You carrying that around with you? Like Michael Saylor made some good points. Try to go through the airport with 100K in cash. Try to go through the airport with a kilo freaking block of gold. Dude, you're not going. They're going to confiscate it, is what they're going to do. They're probably going to say, "Oh, it could be stolen." They're going to take it. You're probably never going to see it again, right? You can take your Bitcoin wherever the hell you want to go, right? Don't have to worry about it. Just self-custody, right? That's the ethos of cryptocurrency. You be your own bank, right? Don't leave your Bitcoin on these scammy exchanges. Yeah, Coinbase included. Get it off there. Buy a $50 hardware wallet, for crying out loud. You want to know how to use it? Come into the Alpha Trading Discord. We'd be more than happy to help you set that up. You just got to send me your private keys first. That's a joke, obviously. Don't.
Your referral link.
That's right. Don't ever, ever, ever give those keys to anybody, right? There's so many scams out there, especially for Ledger. You'll get emails. Hey, this is so-and-so from Ledger. We've had a security. Take it off the exchange, put it in a hardware wallet. Self-custody, be your own bank. Not your keys, not your crypto. Why do you think everybody just lost Bitcoin on FTX? Because they were trusting a scammy crypto exchange. Is Binance scammy? Yes. Did they halt BTC withdrawals the other day? Yes. Was that one of the first signs FTX was in trouble? Yes. There's a reason why. I wouldn't be a bit surprised, just like FTX, if Binance is not holding the underlying. So why did they halt withdrawals? Because there was too many. They couldn't market buy enough Bitcoin fast enough to fill those orders. So they had to halt the withdrawals while they got the Bitcoin. I'm telling you guys, if you have money on any of these exchanges, you are making a massive mistake. Massive mistake when it comes to crypto. But this is exactly what the other side wants you to do, right? All these regulators, even the exchanges, they literally let themselves get co-opted by the government, right? And regulators. What is happening here? Why all these centralized exchanges? That's why these regulators they can't do shit about DEXs. But here's the problem with crypto. You need an on-ramp. You need an on-ramp. And so they're regulating those exchanges, and that's how they're finding out. They're counting on you trading crypto, giving them information. Everybody's like, oh, the IRS, the three-letter, I almost said it. These three-letter organizations have zero manpower. right? Guys, they're scared to death of crypto. There's a faction that's scared to death, and then there's some trying to push it through, right? And why do they want these CBDCs? Because they're centralized. They're going to track everybody. It's a form of control. These CBDCs go against, again, the ethos of crypto to begin with, man. They're no good. That's why I don't own any stable coins. None of that, man. Bitcoin. That's what I like. I like the Bitcoin. You cannot go wrong. Stacking sats, just like Michael Saylor. Everybody's like, oh, he bought the top. No, he don't care what the price is. I'll tell you what.
That's enough.
Oh, I looked at it when you weren't here, and it's ugly, but I'll go back to it. Yeah, get them ducks.
It's a scam.
Now I lost my train of damn thought. Bitcoin. Like everybody's like, Michael Saylor bought the top. It's like, dude, you don't care what the price of Bitcoin is, just like I don't. I'm stacking sats for the future, and not even my future. My nephews, my nieces. I never had kids. I'll tell you what, when it comes down and I'm on my deathbed and I start rolling this shit out to these kids, they're gonna shit their pants, right? Everybody, and I'm telling you, a lot of people in my family thinks all this is a joke. Minus one, my mom, right, who made a lot of money on Bitcoin. Made a lot of money. My dad would never listen. When my dad unfortunately passed away, she was like, all right, what do we do? I was like, I knew you'd come around. Let's get down. So yeah, good stuff. Literally bought her a bunch of Bitcoin in between the low. I literally bought more for her at 3,200. The low was 31, if you remember correctly. $3,100. I started buying, I think, about 6,700. Ended up buying all the way down to about 3,200, and I think ended up got her about 12 Bitcoin. I think about 12 Bitcoin. And then, hello, when Bitcoin popped, she was just tripping. Did we take profit? Yeah, a lot. And then you realize you go to the bank and try to withdraw a bunch of money. The bank's like, why do you want your money? And then you get right back. You start to remember, oh yeah, just like crypto, putting your Bitcoin on the exchanges. As soon as you deposit money into a traditional bank, it's not yours anymore. Read the fine print, right? Read the fine print. You're loaning money to these institutions so they can invest it in equities. It's ridiculous. And then what do? So you give them $1 million. They take that $1 million and they loan it out to somebody else. And then they take that same $1 million and loan it out to another person and another person and another person. Then you come back to the bank and you're like, hey, I want to withdraw my $1 million. Like, we don't have it. This is the predicament that most people are in. Go try to take a large sum of money out of your bank. Good luck, man. We had to set up an appointment with literally the bank manager, and we had to and I had to totally bullshit. I was like, we're buying gold. It was like $250,000 we were trying to pull out. And they're like, well, why do you want it? I was getting really frustrated. At a point where I was like, I need to shut up. They're just going to kick us out of the bank. So I chilled out and I was just like, look, we're going to buy gold. What do you need? You need to go gold shop? What do you need? A note from the teacher? I mean, give me a break. Give us our money. It was hard to get. It took 3 days. And they gave it to us. As fast as my money goes into the bank account, it's going right back out. I'm not trying to withdraw it. I'm going to pay bills. I'm doing something. I don't trust banks. I don't trust freaking centralized crypto exchanges. Love Bitcoin. Love it. All right, let's see here.
It's hard to try and incorporate crypto into their platform. So you can exchange crypto, but you can't take it off of the bank's platform. It stays within their exchange to an extent.
Right. And who is that?
Oh, banks. There's a couple. I work at a bank, and that's one thing they're attempting to do at the current moment.
So they're going to be a custodian for people's BTC.
Yeah, basically you can only do BTC, and you can buy it through there, or you can do auto payments through your deposits and stuff. You can buy the crypto, but it stays with the bank. You can't take it off the bank. You have to sell it, get it back into your bank account, then to withdraw it. So it's basically acting as a medium exchange for something that is intended to be
Right.
opposite of banks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's obviously an underlying thing they're trying to get the money out of you, and also control where you're taking those crypto purchases at.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, hey, Alpha Trading Dex. Yeah, I see the rise of decentralized exchanges coming back, because in the beginning, right, it was hot and heavy. Yeah, there's so many people using these CEXs, it's ridiculous these days. So it's like, come on, win the rise. I mean, they're out there. It's just the liquidity problem. People would rather give away their private keys, deposit their crypto on these exchanges, and hey man, if you got a hardware wallet, all you got to do, you can connect to a DEX, send financial advice, and depending on where you're at in the world, right? I'm never going to say how to get around all this, like all these other YouTubers that are just dying to get in trouble at some point. They're erasing old videos. We've already seen this happen with the caveman. I mean, you literally got these big YouTubers that have got tens of thousands of subscribers, and they're teaching people how to use VPNs. They're teaching people how to get on-ramped onto these leveraged exchanges. They're teaching people how to use the leverage to begin with, which is ridiculous. You don't use leverage in volatile markets. Leverage is for non-volatile markets. And these days, there isn't a non-volatile market. Even Forex is flying around. That used to be, yeah, all right, let's use some 100x leverage in Forex. You're going to get your ass wrecked these days. Because these things there's volatility in every market right now. It's insane. Very volatile moves. And that's why this VRE comes in real handy. Real handy. Let me see here. Let's go back over to SPY. And just what I talked about right here, this monthly and weekly range. There's the top side of the monthly, bottom side of the monthly. You got a tight daily, tight weekly, all within it. This is why you're seeing this in SPY. All this volatile action intraday. It's because of where it's at. I wouldn't be a bit surprised this thing rips right back up. What's the dollar doing? Coming back down, obviously. Going sideways. Let me see here. There it is. I mean, this is what I was wanting for. Did not close a 15-minute candle above that first weekly resistance level. Right? Tried. Sent a wick above it. Pulled it right back down. Closed it. Ended up bearish 15-minute candle. Right? Real bearish one. We'll see though. Look, you got a wick right above it again. I'm telling you, the bears are camped out right here. They're out. I even said this earlier in the stream. If you close a 15-minute candle above the top of the monthly, it's going to run right to the weekly resistance level. And I was like, the bears are going to be camped out here. It's going to take some trend. This was a trend. Is the trend over? Let's go over here. Let's go to Dixie. Let's go to some low time frames, like 15-minute. Trend over? No. Starting to. It's actually building. Let me see here. And like I said, I mean, from way back here, we definitely got some bear div crossing the zero mean right now. No correlation though. If you're using this indicator, you got to look for that. There's none. Not only is it negative, it's none. But look, the negative correlation has been weakening, right? This could go positive. If it does, Dixie's going to pull back. Look, on the 15-minute, outside the power mean band, you go sideways, returns mean revert, price action followed. All the way back to the reverse wave trend, which is what happens all the time when you get outside the power mean band. That wave trend is going to be that point, right, where you're going to get tested. Then it bounced right off of it. Here we go. We're back outside the power mean band. Returns mean revert. Either this power mean band is going to come up, you're going to go sideways into it, or we're going to get a swift pullback intraday. 101.9. I mean, it's not that far, actually. And I'm always looking for levels of confluence. 101.9, center of the monthly, man. Right around the center of the monthly range. Or does the trend on those low time frames continue and you close the 15-minute candle above this weekly level? But then you got the second standard deviation normal distribution right here. I think I said it earlier. That's going to be my cap for Dixie on the day if it even gets that high. It tried. Let me see. Dixie, what do we got? Some div. Like I said, from back there, we definitely got some bear div. What about the 30-minute? Not really. No, on the 30, nothing. Just 4 hour look like. Yeah, nothing on the 4 hour. Yeah, we just looked at that anyway. All right, I was on the 15. Let's go to the 9. Look at the returns. The whole move on the 9-minute. Look at the returns. Right? Down, down, down. Below the zero mean. It's price action. Going to catch up. We got a negative correlation right now. Mixed bag on the Fishers. Coming out of trend on the 9-minute. The predictor flipped right there, right in between the second and third standard deviation band. Volatility. Let's see here. Damn it, man, it's tick season here, and if they're so bad, any little skin irritation I feel immediately goes, is there a tick there? I mean, I got 5 last year. These damn dogs bring them in. Son of a bitch. Yep. And my whole environment's trying to eat me here. I'll snap a picture of the forest canopy after and post it in the chat. You guys are going to shit. I mean, it literally looks like a jungle. Gotta love it. Love living in the boondocks. Nobody's bothering me. All you can hear is the birds chirping. Got neighbors. Super cool, though. That's what you like about the country, man. People take care of each other out here. And mind their own business. Right? Everybody minds their own business. God, can't everybody just bring it in, work on yourself. People that live in glass houses should not throw stones. Very powerful message there. People that trade traditional technical analysis should not trade low time frame volatility. People that trade traditional technical analysis should not swing trade volatility. I'm going to go back to where I said, if you're using traditional TA, in our opinion, there's a better way to trade. And if you are doing that, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place of what you should be trading, where you should be trading. I'll tell you what, if you're using traditional TA, start being an investor because you're not understanding trading. All right? Think about that. Become an investor. Don't trade. This is why people get wrecked continuously. And most of the times, if people do get in a good move using these lagging indicators, I'm not saying you can't make money using it because people do. I guarantee you, they're doing 3 things. If somebody's using traditional TA and they have a good P&L, they're taking their profit, right? They're limiting their losses, and they're not emotionally attached to their trades because they are a professional trader. You could be a professional trader and throw darts at a dartboard as long as you're following those 3 tenets right there, right? It sounds crazy, but you follow that, trade however you want. Teach your pet monkey how to trade. Just got to get out of positions that are going against you. That's the hardest thing people have, taking profits and getting out of bad positions. Why do they have problems? Because they're emotionally attached to their positions. They think that their edge, which most people don't even know what an edge is, they think it's just a grouping of indicators. So much more goes into an edge than that, right? So man, this is where we're at. We're here, Alpha Trading, trying to help. So on the 9-minute, way outside, is this thing about to rip down to the power mean band? Probably. There's that 101.9. 101.9. Yeah. Come on, 15-minute, populate for me. But like right now, right? Returns oscillator. I mean, you're starting to get a little positive correlation on this down move, but at the same time, it's setting up hidden bull. Setting up hidden bull divergence. There was the volatility falling off a cliff after the expansion positively correlated. Falls off a cliff negatively correlated. And then expands. It starts to expand negative. Actually, did that? Yeah, a little pump. Now, what's it going to do? Are we up here almost at 100 percentile? Close. It's negatively correlated. And it's expanding. Let me see. Yeah. Look, expansion. Yeah, this thing's probably going down. 981's expanding, negative. 2400 expanding, negative. Probably going to come back on the 15. At least test the top side of the power mean band here. While it sets up this hidden bull. Could it bounce from there? Sure it could. We've seen data sets ride this power mean band on a bullish or bearish move for quite a while. That's where the workflow comes in, right? Because intraday, you're going to have a bias. I've never, ever said that bias can't change throughout the day, because it sure can. Volatility is very volatile. 1035. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. He asks, he shall receive. Yeah, man, Aptos doesn't look good. I mean, I've been saying this. And you go up here and you go on a daily. Or not even a daily. Let me turn this off. Ugh. You know what I see here when I look at this data set? I see a founder pump and dump. That's what I see. I see a wash trading. I see a lot of stuff in this, right? You create FOMO with wash trading. So I was talking to somebody the other day. What was the conversation about? I was trying to say, because I was talking about wash trading. They were trying to say that all this, that none of this works. What the hell? I did this yesterday, my train jump track, when I was talking about something. Damn it. All those Grateful Dead tours coming back to haunt me in my later years. Who can relate? Yasha, he can relate. But yeah, so the founders start wash trading, right? Especially crypto. You create FOMO. People see it and they're like, oh, there must be a reason to buy. I don't know why, but I'm going to buy. And then they just dump on you, right? They start the wash trading. The FOMO takes over, runs to the top side. The founders are just killing people, man. Killing people. Even though people are like, well, founders tokens are locked up and this, that, and the other. It's like, okay, well.
It's a scam.
Yeah, man.
I want to say this, Bilbo. I know that you yourself, Yash, Matt, we've all been in the crypto game for like, jeepers, nearly going on amongst us 30 years, I'd say. Anyway, so what I have noticed is like when these NFTs got popular, it obviously attracted new young adults into the ecosystem, right? They're like, oh, I can actually get a picture that I buy on a video game and it can go up in price. I already deal with a market like that.
Yeah.
Because I play video games. And like to spend $30 or whatever, that's what the video game costs. So now there's this whole new money coming in, and not knowing like what was it? It was called Safe Moon. Like it was like for us, it was so easy to see, and like like Safe Moon, like it's called Safe Moon. Like come on, bro, yeah, it can pump, but I mean we all know it's a rug. So like they're all falling into those traps, but now we have NFTs. So then now they're cycling from shitcoins to NFTs for the last 2-3 years, random projects walking away with 100K. You do that a few times in a year, you got $1 million. Then they take that money and they start putting into like these Pepe coins, into these King coins, into these shit coins. Like they have no utility. Like, I don't know how to put it. I don't know what pipe dreams people are smoking, but the only pipe dream if you want to be smoking a meme coin is Doge. Yeah? And I'm not saying because Elon Musk was there, but because it was a meme, and that was the first meme coin. The same way Bitcoin is the first Bitcoin.
Yeah, massive community at Doge.
Yeah, yeah. So like, it's this shuffle. So it's young blood just getting absolutely sliced and diced. Like, sure, if I wasn't such old blood, I would have been making some serious money right now.
Right.
But I'm just like, deep down, I'm like, ethically, I know this thing's gonna rug. So yeah, I might get 10%, but then 60 minutes later, am I that idiot? That there goes the cash. Well, right. It's all right, but it happens too often. If that's the game we play. So I think that's what it is. I think people are highly uneducated. They don't understand what cryptocurrency is, first off, and they don't understand what it's used for. Right?
Yeah.
There's a money aspect, and then there is an ID aspect. So any random chain can have both, but there's partners and companies that solidify that chain.
Right.
Whatever corporations we have using these multiple blockchains. That's a beautiful bet, by the way. Anyway, so I'll just leave it off with that. And I think that if there is new blood getting into the crypto and stuff, guys, just don't be stupid. Literally, just think for yourself. You can buy the hype, you can trade the hype, set your limits and set your losses. Yeah, I've lost my couple $100 buying ass token and this and that for sure, man. It's all part of the learning experience. But like, be real. Be real. Like, have an intention. Don't think it's I don't know how to put it. There's one person out of every shitcoin that will maybe make $1 million and actually keep it for the next 10 years.
Right.
That's the difference.
Yeah,
so
and
the whole game to stack those $10 million that each one of those dumb idiots puts back in that $1 million into the next king, into the next Pepe, into the next this, into the next that, so that homie can rake it the 10.
Yeah.
They wipe all the boys. That's the game. It's a cheap game to play. It takes having no ethics.
Yeah.
Right?
They're going to be really sorry here in the future when they were like, why wasn't I stacking sats, man? Why wasn't I stacking sats instead of chasing these Ponzi's around?
Yeah, I'm listening to Bilbo now, bro. Those things went through my head last night. I was like, all right, fine. It's been 7 years and I've tried to beat the Bitcoin and I'm only down
right
2 whole Bitcoin in comparison to where the fuck I could have had if I just bought the Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's such a good point. If you go back like even just like 7 years, about when a lot of us started trading crypto, it's like if you would have just been stacking sats the whole time, those are the people that are the winners right now. Right? Literally.
Okay, so like what Bilbo is explaining is what happens. There's something called, let's say, shitcoin USD pair, and then there is Bitcoin versus the shitcoin. Okay, so like let's say the shitcoin USDT pair goes from $1 to $10. Okay, but then now it gets weaker to the Bitcoin pairing, meaning that you, instead of being able to buy, let's say you have 1 Bitcoin, you'll buy the shitcoins, you'll get 100,000. If you didn't buy those Bitcoin, if you didn't buy those USD shitcoins and you held Bitcoin, sure, the USDT price went up, but it got weaker to Bitcoin. What does this mean? If you're holding Bitcoin, you can now maybe, let's say Bitcoin gets stronger in shitcoin terms, but yes, the price of the shitcoin is up. The Bitcoin gets stronger to the shitcoin in the trading pair. Now you can buy 50% more. And you literally held Bitcoin and you can sell it for $10.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
That's where the real sneaky players are playing these games. That's where I think people who are making money on alts, they're trading BTC and whatever the hell, whoever's risking to pair up against the biggest don in the building.
Right.
And that's where they get milked. So yeah, it's I mean, like, how do I put it? AGIX, for example, if you go have a look at AGIX, I made sure to do it. I bought some Bitcoin and let it sit around. I got it at a low price at like $200 worth. And then I converted into AGIX through BTC pairing at 160 units. It was at 1,800. You know, like for $100, I could buy 18x more Bitcoin. So $1,800 worth of Bitcoin.
Right.
Didn't matter what the price went with Bitcoin. I could buy 1,800 more and you had $200 to start. So like that's where the stacking comes.
That is always why.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Talk.
The only thing I care to stack is sats, and alts are for trading, not for holding.
Ideally, yeah. If you have the balls to keep it on for more than 3 weeks, I reckon, to be pretty honest, I think alts, if you're professional and you can see the wind and the weather before it all happens, you should really only be holding alts for like 3 weeks to 6 weeks. And then maybe 1 to 2 weeks randomly within the year. So it's 20% of the year you're making money. Because these things, remember, they take 3 weeks and there's their tops. And now we sit for how long? 4 years waiting for a top to come back. It took 3 weeks to get there from any one of the prices that we're currently at. Like, those are the things. It's shitcoins are dangerous. You got to do a lot of research, man.
No, that's why, again, alts are for trading. They're not Most of the time, they're not liquid enough. The ones that are, great, wonderful. You can even hold some of those if you want, but you're better off long-term holding the dominant underlying asset of the whole freaking market than you are holding long-term onto also rants. Does that mean that Bitcoin will forever be the dominant player? Not necessarily, but the moment it is, and the foreseeable future is it will remain that way until something bigger and better comes along. But for now, it's the dominant one. So hold that, stack that. Trade the others because you can make sick gains on them, but convert them into Bitcoin. Unless you want that precious fiat while it keeps diminishing in buying power.
Yes,
Get Bitcoin. Yeah, and hold that BTC in stacks of sats as much as you can. Like that's my particular long play on it. That's how I've always done it. I mean, I've been in BTC from the freaking beginning. You know, I thought I was late 2 weeks in, so
Right.
but seriously, I was like, oh, what? People already mining this since 2 weeks? I'm never going to get into that.
Yeah. Yep.
Where if you switched on the hard drive for the evening, you would have retired the whole room 10 times over. Nuts.
Yeah, if I hadn't lost that computer.
Yeah, my brother as well. My brother lost.
But bro, if I lost sleep over that, it wouldn't be worth it.
So my brother had like a gazillion trillion Doge, like a stupid number of Doge, and he lost the hard drive. So I made sure to buy the piece of shit as much as I could.
It was.
So that
we gotta remember all those coins weren't worth the electricity cost to generate them.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah, it was like in the day they're like switch between coins that could be mined and which one is the most profitable.
But I realistically would not have held them all this time. I would have sold them, bought them, and sold them, and bought them, and sold them, and bought them, which is a normal thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was using it for things, so it didn't just sit idle.
Is anyone mining it? Can anyone explain to me what's happening with Bitcoin and these ordinal fees? Now,
what about it?
No. These people are trying to send ordinals or inscribe ordinals, and the fees are going through the roof on Bitcoin. Okay.
Well, that's because of the BRC20 tokens. That's why that shit's happening.
What is this fucking rug? Sorry, what is this rug coin?
Dude, people are freaking inscribing shit coins onto Satoshis. It is fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they made a tokenized Bitcoin system the way ERC similarly has a tokenized system on its blockchain. So anyone can make a Bitcoin.
The miners are loving this shit. Trust me. Miners are loving it.
What it would technically mean is, let's say you have one Bitcoin. One Bitcoin is broken up into something like 100 million parts. Those parts are called sats, Satoshis. Now you have 100 million units, which means, I'm just going to do easy numbers, you can print a shitcoin to match each one of those 100 million units. That one shitcoin is pretty much one whole Bitcoin. And then you can now see that that Bitcoin can be a different price from the other Bitcoins if there's more money invested solely into that singular Bitcoin. Now you can have a product off of that with a shitcoin.
And you gotta hope to God you never lose that Bitcoin, otherwise that whole product disappears.
Very good observation indeed. Yeah.
Okay, it's above my pay grade. I don't get it. All right, let's go.
Okay, you know on a chessboard, picture chessboard. All right, there's a chessboard. That is one Bitcoin. All those little squares on the chessboard, those are Satoshi. Now, they're putting XRPs. They're swapping the little white and black boxes for XRPs. Okay, let's just say. And then they are using some technology just to stitch it all back up together and then play with it back on the blockchain. And now that is a whole product on its own because it's got like XRPs in it and it's wrapped up or whatever they want to call this bullshit. But it can't really be broken down. but you can bet on it like an index, I suppose, or something like that. You might be able to, or the technology will get haywire and you'll find ways to make money off of it. But that's what it's for, is you're making a little product. And then the little Bitcoin is a business in its own. I don't know how to explain it. Does that make sense?
So the coin, that little bitty coin has a value then.
Yeah. So if you tie 100 million XRP to it, then times that by 40 cents or whatever, and the Bitcoin, that would be the Bitcoin's value. It would be like $400 million. Plus
How are you tying XRP to it?
I'm not saying just XRP, but in the same way that we are inscribing JPEGs to these Bitcoins, or like doing art on the Bitcoin, it's the same way you're going to implement the product. The same processes, I'd be guessing.
Yeah. And literally, so there's common sats, uncommon sats, early sats, like Catalina Whale Mixer bought a bunch of 2009 sats. They're literally on 12 days after the launch of Bitcoin. Are those going to be valuable? Yeah. Are the uncommon sats? The uncommon sats are the first sat of a block. Are they special? Yeah, they are. Another Catalina or Nakamoto whale sold this morning for $30,000, 1.069 Bitcoin. We've had 4 Bitcoin sales so far out of these uncommon sats. Pretty powerful, man. I think ordinals, just like BTC is the king of a store of value, I think BTC's blockchain is going to be the biggest store of fine art. Then somebody was like, do you know how much it would cost to really inscribe fine art? That's why everybody's doing pixelated stuff, right? Get it down. You want to inscribe like under 50 kilobytes or something, and that's even expensive. But if it costs $30,000 to inscribe a piece of fine art onto a Satoshi, why would somebody do that? Isn't that the whole? That's what makes it valuable. Because it did cost $30K to inscribe that piece of fine art. Now, where's the ceiling on that? It's what people put value on. Well, what are people going to value this stuff at? Well, considering this is almost brand damn new, and there's already ordinals out here selling for BTCs, and somebody is making a run on these ordinals across the projects. This thing's starting to fire up really big time, because I think like NFTs that are on like Solana, Ethereum, Cardano, these are going to be the customizable. This is going to be the gamifying. You're going to be able to gamify all this art because you can customize and make changes. When you inscribe on a Satoshi, it's permanent. It's permanent. I've already got a thing. I'm inscribing my last will and testament on a Satoshi, right? It's going to be there forever. I know people that are doing wedding vows. Catalina Whale Mixer. What's that?
How does that? What's it costing you to do that?
Just text, cheap, man, cheap. Not a lot at all. It's when you start.
I mean, $5, $5,000. What?
It's different for everything. You're not going to know until you do it, right? You're not going to know until you actually do the inscription how much it's going to cost. But that's why a lot of these ordinals are pixelated, so it's a lot cheaper. All right, so it's a lot cheaper to inscribe.
What's that? Will you post that link again to that? Just so I can look at it. Was that the one where all the little bus guys are hopping on a bus?
Dude, it's awesome. You're talking about yeah, it's right here. TX Street.
I gotta log. Hang on, I gotta log off and log back in because I can't see your screen.
Damn it! What's this thing doing? There we go. Right. It's txstreet.com.
TX Street.
And I'll explain to what you're looking at.
TX Street.
Yep. .com. It's loading up. I got a lot going on right now. It's going to take a second.
No, I'm the same way. My shit is txstreet.com. This is the one I saw where you had the little guys hopping on the bus. Right?
Yeah, dude, it's so funny.
And then that's where these are ordinals, you're saying?
No, here. If this thing ever freaking populates for me, this is the problem I run into. Come on, man.
Okay, that's TX
It's
Street.
because I'm streaming. Got Discord up. I got all these apps up. This thing's
Right,
running
I know, I got
slow.
5,000
Yeah, page
monitors going.
unresponsive. I'm sure it is. Let's read. Let me.
So there's a visualizer. Do I click on visualizer or launch? I guess launch.
This thing is just like, I am not gonna load. You're doing too much shit right now. Here we go. Come on.
First time here now. Okay, so right now I'm looking at all these dudes hopping on some bus.
I wish I was. Hold
Well,
on.
what does that mean?
That's what I'm gonna try to show you if this thing ever
It
populates.
says Ethereum and Bitcoin across the top.
Yeah, you see all the little people, right? Those are individual transactions, right?
Right.
Whether it be on the BTC blockchain or the Ethereum chain. Now, do you see
see
all
it.
the different places on Ethereum where all the little TXs are coming out of? Look, there's a bunch of shit coins that run on Ethereum. BTC is BTC. That's why you see a little lightning node up there. Or all those people, all those buses, those are blocks. And those are freaking all the transactions getting loaded. Now, if you scroll up a little bit, look at the low TX line. These are people that pay low fees. Okay, so here we go. These are the buses getting loaded up, right? And then the blocks just rip off.
You and I are looking at the same thing. So let me blow this screen up because you can explain it.
This is great. This was about 150,000 2 days ago. So they're working on all. There's a bunch of transactions stuck down here because people don't want to pay a higher fee. These are all the people that are like, you know what? It's worth paying a fee to get the transaction going quicker. And that's what all these people are. They're loading up.
The people up top to the right, they don't mind paying a higher fee.
Exactly.
What's the difference in the fee? I mean, what are we talking? Whatever.
Not even a lot, man. That's why it's ridiculous. But you'll see, and did you see these three right here? They just pulled up, right? And a lot of times, what happened? People are like, "I'm tired of waiting," and so literally you can go in and raise your fee. Or every once in a while, like I said, you'll see a bunch of these transactions. All of a sudden, you'll see whoop, and they just run up, jump on a bus.
Right? And when they're on a bus, what does that mean?
Boom. There, look, this is mean. When the block gets full, boom, then the transaction gets sent to the blockchain, right?
Okay.
Right now, they'll literally just be in the meme pool or whatever. Until then, like all these there's 68,993 Bitcoin transactions that are just down here going, yeah, we'll get to it when we're ready. These are the miners doing this, right? People pay a low fee. You're going to put on the back, literally put at the back of the bus. Waiting. Like, what are these goofballs doing right now? Look at these little transactions. They're like all eyeballing the low fee line. I'm telling you what, man, you watch this thing, it's addictive as hell. You'll just start going, what the?
Now, but where do you do these transactions? So all these little guys that are up above on the right on the Bitcoin that are willing to pay the higher fee, where all these little dudes come running into the street, where are these transactions at?
They're in the meme. They're in the meme pool. Loading on to blocks.
Where do you do a meme pool?
It's just you started the transaction. So as all these transactions are waiting to get into a block, that's what you're just like in a holding pattern. That's what you're doing.
How do you do a transaction? Just
send Bitcoin.
Oh. Send Bitcoin to
anywhere.
To you?
To anywhere.
So if I said,
all these like this little guy right here all by himself, that's a Bitcoin transaction. Look, boom, he just ran and jumped on this bus right here. And that's because
any transaction.
What's that?
It's any transaction.
These are just all different people throwing transactions onto the Bitcoin blockchain, which saying, look, this is Bitcoin heading somewhere from one wallet to another. This guy right here, that's Bitcoin leaving one wallet going to another wallet. Transactions being made, and all the people that don't want to pay a higher fee, they're down here just waiting, right? There's 75,000 ETH transactions stuck down here.
So if I wanted to send you a fraction of a Bitcoin, I'd be one of these little dudes.
And here's what you can do. So if you pull up this right here, is it transactions stats? Hold on, or was it on? No, it's just on Ethereum. There it is. Character select. So say you have an NFT on Ethereum. They're going to do it for ordinals, I'm sure, at some point. I guarantee you they're already trying. You can click on here, character select. It asks you to collect your Ethereum wallet. You collect your Ethereum wallet where your NFT is, and then you can choose one of your personal NFTs so instead of, hold on, let me get rid of this. Damn it. So instead of you just being a little character, watch there. You see this punk? There, that was an NFT right there. Look at all the NFTs. They'll stick out in the bus. All boom. There's one of the owls. All the ones that aren't people are somebody that went into that and they personalized anytime this person sends a transaction on the ETH blockchain, you'll see that person's NFT. This is what's so cool. You can send a transaction, come over here, and then watch your transaction come out of wherever it comes, and it's your personal NFT jumping on the bus, jumping on the block and heading towards the blockchain. There's another one right here, right? When you see these oddball little art pieces, they're all NFTs. In every bus, like there was a punk right there. Yeah, it's wild, man. This website, Jesus, pretty cool, man. It's one of the cooler websites I've ever interacted with.
How is this website making money?
Not a fuck. Advertising. I mean, you can do it right here. Who knows? This is just fun, though. I don't know how they're making money.
No,
if they're making any at all.
Business. I thought maybe this was a business. That's what I'm asking.
This looks like some nerdy fun shit to me. Hey, let's make this so we can just sit here. We can take a hero dose of mushrooms and get lost in the blockchain.
More than likely built by ChatGPT.
Dude, good luck. Microdose and watch this. Next thing you know, it's like 5 hours. You've literally stared at this thing for 5 hours. Because it's cool. You get to see how all these transactions, what's going on. Like, look at the queue right now. I mean, this thing is packed. Look at all these little guys. And all of a sudden, you get a mad rush filling up all these buses. And you can click on them. Right? How full is it? 99%. Look, you're about to see a green light. Boom. Green light. Let's go. Got to be full. Oh, it went, yeah, 99. Almost full. Need a couple more transactions on the bus. Ethereum, they load up quick. Look, there's a Bored Ape. See the Bored Ape on the top of the Ethereum bus? God, what the heck? Some just got pulled out. Some just flooded in. But yeah, the Ethereum blocks, they're quicker, right? BTC. And this little sidecar right here pushing the bus, that's SegWit. That's SegWit. Here's Lightning. I know this is all confusing, but once you understand Bitcoin, you watch this, you're just like, wow, this is fucking cool. This is what's going on. This is all just people, man. No banks fucking involved. No banks involved. All right? These are people, you are your own bank.
That said, there are increasingly a lot of banks using Bitcoin, right?
Well, sure. Some of these transactions are, I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
That it's just a good representation.
These are peer-to-peer blockchain transactions.
Yep.
Exactly.
Well, like the cover of the bus says 211 SAT-VB. What does that mean? Right there.
That's how many sats are in the block. Let me see.
Satoshis. So yeah. It's 212. There's 212 Satoshis in it right now.
So far. You need a full bus for it to move. I mean, this thing still hasn't gone.
How many Satoshis are in a bus? How
many do fit in there? How many fit in a block? How many Satoshis are in a block?
Is it by that, or is it by time? Or does it meet two?
Well, no, I'm just asking. There's literally, right? There's a block. There's a Bitcoin block, right? How many Satoshis are in each block?
Not to sound stupid here, but are these trades too? Like somebody, yeah. So if somebody's trading Bitcoin right now.
Yeah, man, 100%. This like this little dude right here cruising. He could be coming out of a ledger on a DEX going into a trade, going into the wallet, or to the other guy's wallet. That's what DEXs are all about. People think there's some magical fairy or something. It's like, dude, if you buy, somebody sold. If you sold, somebody bought. I mean, there's somebody on the other side, peer to peer. So sure. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the bigger the people are, the bigger the transaction is.
Right. That's what I was going to ask next.
Yeah. Big time. At first, when I first saw this, I saw the NFTs. Like there's another Bored Ape right there. You can see it in the top Ethereum block, little sailor boy. But I thought it was actual NFT transactions. But then I read deeper and I was like, oh no, people personalize their own NFT. So every time they make a transaction, they can literally see their transaction, where it's at, jumping on the block, and it's in real time. How cool is that? If you know who you are, that's why I can't wait till they do it, because I don't hold any ETH NFTs, right? And they don't have Solana.
To be fair, though, it's not trades, because trades are done within the order books and stuff of the bucket shops. So I mean, they're doing those at fractions of a second. So the Bitcoin, the blockchain, couldn't process trades for 20 minutes. So this is just money going, being sent, and money going in and out of wallets and things like that. But like in-house.
Yeah, but it's like if you're going to trade on an exchange, you're sending your crypto into the exchange's wallet.
Yeah, but they're just swapping within themselves. It's like a Lightning Network type thing or something.
Not the original though. Huh? If you plug your ledger in and you send a Bitcoin to one of the exchanges, you're going to see that transaction going into the hot wallet.
No doubt. It's every bit of Bitcoin going in and out of wallets for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in the bucket shops, when you're doing trades, and they're using all these bots and algorithms, that stuff's not showing on here. They couldn't possibly do it that fast.
Yeah, because there's a lot. Well, I'm saying it's still a trade though.
The actual chain when the assets are moved off the exchange.
Yes. Yeah.
I heard somebody ask before when I was on the other line. Blocks are not fixed in terms of how many sats or Bitcoin are in a block. What determines the size of the block is basically the time that it takes for the miners to solve the cryptographic puzzle.
Right.
So the hash function.
Okay.
So a block can have a few Satoshis in it, or it can have a bunch of Bitcoin in it. It's like a block is just like a box of information, and what's contained in that information depends on how long it took for that block to be solved. That's all.
Good explanation. Right? Better than I gave.
That's what the miners are doing, right? They're securing the network. They're mining the blocks, and they're securing the network. By mining the blocks, what it means is they're solving mathematical problems. Every time they solve that, the reward gets distributed to whoever solved it. Right? That's what the halvings are all about. He's getting the reward. He's getting shrunk by half. The amount of time it takes is determined by how fast it takes to solve that problem, and that's why ASICs and other mining systems are all focused on increasing their hash rate to solve these problems quicker, because they want the rewards, obviously.
Right.
That's what's in a block. It's not specific to a specific number of Satoshis or Bitcoin.
Good info. You're a bigger nerd than I am.
You're welcome.
Too stupid to be a nerd.
Yasha's king nerd of alpha.
Yeah, I'm definitely too stupid.
No, you're right. And I even knew that. I don't know what the hell. I wasn't even talking about, I more or less, how many Satoshis is in a Bitcoin. Yeah. No, I'm glad you did, because I confused my damn self. I was thinking more how many Satoshis are in a Bitcoin. And there's
100 million.
Yeah, 100 million Satoshis in a Bitcoin.
And that number can be massively cut into smaller pieces.
Right.
So even though there's only ever going to be really 15 million Bitcoin at most in circulation, because the other 6 are gone, those 15 million, which represents still something like 3 quadrillion Satoshis or whatever the number is.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4 quadrillion if we had all 21 million coins, but 3 quadrillion Toshis would be 15 million or something like that, 16 million.
We don't trade Satoshis.
What?
We don't trade Satoshis. Why are we trading?
People do trade Satoshis. What do you mean? People don't buy and sell a whole Bitcoin at a time, man. A lot of
so they're trading Satoshis then.
They're stacking. That's why the expression stack Satoshis or stack sats.
Stack sats.
And I've been saying people should be saying Satoshi for since years already. It's
yeah,
dude, if you haven't had Bitcoin since before 2017, you probably don't. Most people don't have a whole one, right? But just statistically, it's impossible for most people. The amount of people that already have some amount of Bitcoin is too many for there to be one for every person who holds. There's far more than 21 million Bitcoin holders.
That's
Right?
that's
So
such a good point we haven't
holding.
talked about in a while, right? Where there could be a price squeeze on Bitcoin that could happen so fast if all the real wealthy people in the world, like how many millionaires there are in the world, there's not enough Bitcoin. There could be an immediate price squeeze where that's when people are talking about Bitcoin could shoot to $1 million overnight. That's why.
Yeah, if there's more than 40 or 50 million millionaires around the world,
Yep.
And there's only 21 million Bitcoin at most, of which, again, there's only 15 million that will ever actually be in circulation.
Right.
And there's already whales who own the vast majority of them, including, individuals and institutionals. There's only like a couple million that are possibly being traded between, anyone.
Yeah, as whole Bitcoins, yes.
Yeah, so...
Because most of them are divided up into sats, into small transactions.
Yeah, so the idea that we're limited even by 100 million sats per Bitcoin is also ridiculous, because if it ever does take off to $1 million a coin or whatever, most people won't be able to afford that. So what that means is that Satoshis themselves are not the limit at all. We can divide Satoshis by many decimal points more. The thing is how to make those numbers relatable to people. And the answer is by using terms like Satoshi and Militoshi and Nanotoshi and all these other terms, or just invent better brand names for them, rather than just apply the metric name. Because most people aren't going to be like, hey man, I got 35,000 nanotoshis. They'll be like, I got 35,000 nanotes, or whatever they'll call them,
Far out, man.
Yes, I know. My 900 IQ is quite large.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
So Django.
Anyway, I'm not here, folks. I haven't been here. This is the ghost of me talking. Happy trading.
You see what's happening here, Django? With Django Coin?
That one spooks me out.
Jesus. Oh, he says that one spooks you out. Goodness gracious.
Deserved.
So I'm looking at these wicks. He might have fallen asleep. Looking at these wicks below the 1SD.
You are not getting money back.
All right.
Get out of my way.
Close the 15-minute candle below this 1SD. Where are you running to? 95 for Laplace? Possibly. I was just pointing that out. That's what's happening right now. Right now. All right. Django Coin. No, I mean Aptos. Finger pointing. Nobody likes to be pointed at. There we go. Now, pressure's off. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Let me see here. Bitcoin 27.1, huh? Index. Show the power. Show the power. I want 25.5 now. Getting closer. Getting closer. I've definitely told a few people. Not a lot. I don't give financial advice. Just tell people what I see in the charts. And we know about mean reversion here. And we know what happens when you get outside the power mean band. The returns mean revert. Price action follows. People are like, I can't believe this market. Man, this thing's up, down, all over the place. God, how are you supposed to trade this? Well, not using traditional methods. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. We're about to wrap this up. Oh, Jesus. Where'd time go? 11:13? We're way over. We're way over. If you're watching this for the first time, we're alpha trading. We trade volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics. The VEPS, yes, invented by alpha trading. Not a lot of these statistics and metrics and whatnot, but the VEPS in general. You saw it first on alpha trading. Let's see, link to our Discord right there on TradingView. Come check us out. We're a friendly crew. I highly suggest watching our videos for a week or two. Get some of the lingo down before you ask to get the free trial of these indicators. If you get the free 2-week trial and you come in and first thing, you're going to be lost. You're going to try to start learning like all the lingo, right? What all this is. If you already know that first, it's going to be a lot smoother. That 2 weeks is going to seem a lot longer. It's going to go real fast if you don't already know like the base of what we're talking about. and then get the free trial. And then, like most people, you get the free trial. It's not going to be long before you're subscribing to the indicator package, which you get a ton of stuff and support for pennies, right? Pennies, literally, for what other people are selling indicators for, robbing poor retail traders blind, selling worthless multi-time frame Stoke indicators for $300 a month, or the guy that likes to wear the mask selling his bullshit still. I don't know how that guy's not in jail. But anyway, good stuff. Yep. Answer that phone. Who's calling? So yeah, guys, again, everybody watching in the Discord, we appreciate your support. If you're watching on TradingView, hit the rocket icon so we can help get this out to other traders. And if you're watching on YouTube, good luck finding us. We're shadow banned there. It's pretty obvious. So we could get YouTube. Go piss off. Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch, keep it up. We like you. Let's see here. But yeah, guys, other than that, we'll be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Last trading day of the week for traditional markets. Volatility's kicking up. A lot of the data sets are in really volatile areas. So all that being said, wherever you live out on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, and evening. See ya. Alpha Trading out.